Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this today and maybe you're going through something heavy, confusing, even painful, then this message is for you. Maybe life or your relationships are challenging you right now, even traumatizing you, or maybe you're just fed up and exhausted and worn down from carrying all that emotional baggage in your heart that you haven't given yourself permission yet to let go, to put down. So I want to start by saying you're not alone. And just know that we all go through storms. Some storms are bigger, some not so big, but we all go through storms. Some are very sudden, intense and in your face. Others are chronic and they just keep one after the other, one wave after the other, and it feels like they're never going to end. And when life gets like that, when the weight starts to feel like it's too much, it's easy to lose sight of your strength. It's easy to lose sight of your purpose. It's easy to lose sight of yourself, and it's easy to give up on yourself because we forget that simply getting up, breathing, and having another go is already courage. And if no one has told you lately, I'm proud of you for being here, for not giving up on yourself, and for continuing to show up to life even when it's hard. For those who are new here, my name is Annemarie. I'm a spiritual life coach and hypnotherapist, and I'm here to validate, support and guide those who may be struggling in toxic or narcissistic relationships. So there's something I want to talk about that's been sitting in my heart, and it's the idea of keeping going with love no matter what, no matter how tough, no matter how challenging, no matter how painful, to keep going with love, because at the end of the day, that's all we've got, okay? So especially in the moments when it would be easier to shut down, to blame, to give up on yourself, or to turn bitter. We all get hurt. People say things, do things. Sometimes people walk away. Sometimes they betray us, and that can be incredibly painful. They can lie to us. And sometimes, if we're honest, we may hurt them back, not because we're vengeful, but because we carry these wounds, these festering wounds that need to be healed. And unfortunately, hurt people hurt people. Some of you may have heard that statement. It's a profound statement, and there's a lot of truth in that. So reflect on that if you're wanting to get some healing for yourself. And so let me stop the cycle of pain with me today. Because here's the truth. If we don't learn to forgive both ourselves and others, our wounds don't heal. And we end up carrying that pain like a stone in our chest, day after day, until it becomes a weight around our neck, and that we don't even know that we're carrying anymore. If you look into the world, you can see how many people are carrying this weight around their neck. Pain is part of this life, unfortunately, but suffering is optional. So what we do with that pain, that's where the power lies. Forgiveness isn't saying that what happened is okay. It's not pretending you didn't get hurt. It's not pretending it didn't happen. It's not about letting someone off the hook. It's about choosing your freedom. It's about saying, I won't carry this forever. I won't let this experience define me. I choose peace. I choose healing. I choose forward movement. Okay? Because I deserve it. You see, when we hold on to anger, resentment, even guilt, that unresolved emotional baggage weighs us down. And when it weighs us down, there's going to be less room in our hearts for joy, for love, for new opportunities in life, because life is always presenting us with new opportunities, even new opportunities to love. But when we are so weighed down, we don't even see it, those opportunities. And so forgiving yourself is essential for healing. So give yourself the same grace that you might give others as a means to let go and to travel light. Maybe you said something that you wish you could take back. Maybe you stayed too long. Maybe you made choices that you're not proud of. But listen, and listen really closely. You are not your worst moment. You are not your biggest mistake. You are more than what happened to you. Okay? You are so much more than what you did, how you behaved, how you reacted when you were hurting. Give yourself the same compassion and love that you might give a loved one or a close friend. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to keep going, okay? Imagine you're driving on a really soft sandy beach. In order to not get stuck, you need to keep the momentum. You need to keep the momentum up, right? You need to keep going. Sometimes you need to go slow. Sometimes you need to put the throttle on and go a little bit faster so that you don't get bogged down. So too is life, and especially painful experiences. We need to lighten the load and put that excess baggage down for a while in order to lighten your heart and to just keep inching forward, okay? One step at a time, one breath at a time. And yes, you can keep going with a heart that isn't healed yet, with a heart that still hurts. And yes, you can keep going with questions that don't have answers yet. You can keep going with love, even in a world that sometimes feels unkind, even cruel. Because here's the thing. Here's something gentle to remember. As much as hurt people, healed people also heal people. So let your healing begin with you. Let it ripple out into the world. Wish peace to those who have hurt you. I know that's a tough one, but it helps your healing, trust me. Whether they deserve it or not doesn't matter. Do it anyway for your peace of mind, okay? To help you heal your heart. Say quietly in your own way, may they find peace, may they grow, may they be free. I forgive them, I wish them well. Because it's a way for you to cut that karmic tie. And then say to yourself, may I find peace, may I find clarity, may I forgive myself, may I be courageous and keep an open heart and keep loving. May I keep moving forward with love in my heart. It might not change the past, but it will change your heart, and it will therefore change your future. It will soften the tightness in your chest. It will give you the space to breathe again. And it will open the energetic gateways for those who you may want to let back in. Of course, if you've been, if people have really done the dirty and they've really abused your love and kindness, no, you don't want to take them back. But I'm talking about those who you may have hurt along the way as well, and you still want them in your life. Okay, but I'm really clear, you have to use your discernment who you're going to let back in and not. If it's someone with narcissistic tendencies, you don't want to let them back in, because they will keep taking advantage, and they will keep abusing your kindness, and it won't get better. Okay, so be kind to yourself and use your power to discern, and stop wasting time on those who refuse to be kind in life. Because you're not weak for choosing love. You're not foolish for having a soft heart. In fact, the world often tells us or teaches us to be cold, to be guarded, suspicious, to only give or to only change when others give or change. But choosing forgiveness and keeping going with a loving heart and keeping giving with a loving heart, even if it's just in your mind energetically, like you don't have to say this out loud to these people, someone else, that's a real strength. Because you're not carrying that hurt, that pain. You're not letting that experience define you. Because you're so much better than that. You're so much bigger than that, okay? It allows you to keep the door of your heart open, no matter how afraid you are. To offer healing to the world, regardless. Okay, I know that sounds contradictory, but trust me, it's for your healing. You don't want to let the darkness of someone else dim your beautiful bright light, because that's where the true healing lies, okay? Keeping an open, loving heart, regardless of how much it's been hurt. So to anyone listening who feels tired, betrayed, or just lost in life, please hear this. You're allowed to rest, but don't quit. You're allowed to grieve, but don't wallow or give up on joy. And no matter what has happened, there's always more time for you to grow, to heal, and to love again. So keep going. Keep sending out kindness, even in silence, even when no one sees. Keep choosing love. Keep choosing light, especially when it's hard. And keep forgiving, because that cuts that tie. Because your heart was never meant to carry so much sorrow. You're doing so much better than you think, and the world needs your light. So take a deep breath, let something go, and when you're ready, just take another step forward again. Because you know what? You got this. So I hope you got some benefit. And until next time, as always, lots and lots and lots of love. And bye for now.